Hello guys, this is Amarilla100 here, and today we're going to be doing another game review. For those of you that can see the game, Garrys Mod, we're going to be doing a game review on this. Some of you that don't have a PC, I would say consider definitely upgrading to one. But for those of you that just want to see like videos of Garrys Mod and things, or just want to see a review about it and that, then you come to the right place. I can say to you now that Garrys Mod is just, now, I mean obviously I'm going to show you what kind of Garrys Mod consists of, what it does, what it plays, what you get out of it and that, but I'm going to say, to be honest, that Garrys Mod is a spectacularly amazing game. I have spent roughly, because a lot of people say different, I've spent 379 hours in total, which, you know, is not really a lot entirely compared to what some people have played. But yeah, Garrys Mod is more, if you like Minecraft, you're probably going to like Garrys Mod, most likely, because Minecraft is basically a block game, and you creative world, survival worlds, you just build stuff with your friends, without your friends, whatever. It's pretty good. However, though, I am going to say that Garrys Mod is like Minecraft. The only thing that I can say that it's like Minecraft is because you can build things, do stuff like that, in creative, survival, whatever really. But yeah, you have many of different things which you can do. I'm going to say that this is more reality-like kind of thing. But as you can see here, well, one second, I'm just gonna show you the thing. You get to start a new game. For those of you who aren't like connected to the internet or whatever, you probably are obviously to download Garrys Mod, but Garrys Mod is, when you download it or buy it, it costs roughly £6 on Steam. It may go down to like £1.50 in the sales, and that is pretty good. It's definitely worth the price. But as you may be having texture problems where you see purple and black, that is a texture error. It's missing a texture basically. So what you probably are going to need is to go, there's a certain website you can download, it's called CS Cheetah, I think, and it'll probably be the first link. You click on that and you can download Garrys Mod stuff through that basically. It's definitely worth doing. But you've got all these different maps. These are downloaded ones basically, apart from that one and that one. Those two are default on there. Counter-Strike, because I have Counter-Strike source anyway, that links in. Half-Life 2, those of you that have played Half-Life 2, basically Garrys Mod is Half-Life 2. If you haven't downloaded any mods, you haven't downloaded Team Fortress 2, you haven't downloaded Counter-Strike, basically you are playing Half-Life 2 just without a campaign. That's pretty much it, just in a creative world. But obviously you got Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2, these are the Half-Life 2 maps. Hoverboards, this is an add-on, or a mod as you like to call it. I've got lots of other maps. Five Nights at Freddy's map, for those of you that may find that funny, I've got a couple of like jump scares where it has made me jump. But if you want to go and find that out, then please go have a look at my videos. I do have a Five Nights at Freddy's one. Prop Hunt, Roleplay, Space Build, Team Fortress 2, Joplin Terrace Town. But you can start up your own thing, you can have your own add-ons in your own single player world, it's pretty good. But obviously you can go to add-ons through this. These are, once it loads, these are all of my add-ons. I mean, look, I've got pages after pages after pages. I've got roughly about 300 to 350 mods installed. And yeah, it does take a long time for Garrys Mods. I would say roughly about 5 minutes it takes to load up. Exactly 5 minutes to load up Garrys Mod. But obviously, if you've got a fast PC and you're running Garrys Mod off an SSD or something like that, you're going to be laughing because it'll be done in like less than 10 seconds. So I'm going to say that, yeah, a lot of these are quite good mods. You can download your own game modes, maps, weapons, tools, NPCs. NPCs are basically the people that walk around, talk to you, do stuff and that, and vehicles. If you've got friends that have uploaded things and that, I mean, as you can see, you can install half of these, but I'm not going to because, you know, or if you want to look for a particular add-on, you can go to Open Workshop and you can search it. Most importantly, you've got Find Multiplayer Game. Now, these are all the things. If you're connected to the internet, you've got your history of where all the servers you've been on, favourites that you've, like, you know, favorited. Legacy browser, which is basically if you're going to add an IP yourself. Usually, a lot of people find this the best way. You can refresh it constantly and stuff rather than having to keep loading Garrys Mod. Local network is LAN. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically say that I had a computer next door to me, who my friend is playing on. Let's just say for that, for example. Obviously, he can connect to me straight away. It'll be on my connection. It'll be superb. It'll be great. But I'll show you what Garrys Mod consists of. So you have Dark RP, which is obviously, as you can see, this is running from the first thing at the top is the most popular. Dark RP I love, admittedly. I have my own 2 servers, Sandbox and Dark RP, which I will be showing you my Dark RP in a second. But yeah, Dark RP consists of, like, it's dark and the roleplay. So basically, if you're a police officer, what do they do in real life? That's what you got to do on the server. If you're a scientist, what do they do in real life? Invent stuff. That's what you got to go and do in real life on here. You know, you get the idea of what you got to do. Trouble in Terrorist Town. Now, I've never played it. I don't think. No, I don't think I have. So that's out of the question. I'm not really sure on that. Oh wait, no, I do know. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I haven't played this exactly on Garrys Mod, but I've played it on Black Ops 2, my own created game. But basically, it's just like where people run around and there's one guy who's basically the killer, and you don't know who it is, and they can run around and, you know, shoot the people. You've got Sandbox. Sandbox is basically, you could just ignore the word sandbox. It's basically creative there, the creative map or server. So you can go on there, join. Obviously they all have different things, add-ons and that, but the most important, if you want to be able to play on servers, you want probably like to look for good ones. See, like, say for example that one doesn't tell you much, it's probably going to be quite shit. Doesn't tell you much, it's going to be quite shit. But this is the bit that you want to see that you can build on it. You can also fight, which is basically like war, sort of kill each other, doesn't really matter. LW is a type of car. SGM, I'm presuming, is another car. TDM cars are pretty good cars. You have M9K, which is weapons. They are pretty good weapons. WAC is planes. ACF, I don't have a clue. But yeah, it's just like so you can join to be random. And you've got Prop Hunt, which is where obviously your props, and then you have people release, and you know, you get the idea pretty much. Murder, I am not sure, I've never played. Death Run is basically a thing where people are in this box and they are sat next to a control, and then obviously they can press a control and this like death trap will be running or something like that, and you have to try and get past it while they press the button or whatever. Jailbreak, I'm presuming you're in a jail. If you've played that on Minecraft, I don't know what it's called. We're all in Cops and Robbers, that's the one. We're all in like put in jails and you've got to try and escape yourself. You've got mini games, I don't know what that is. Zombie survival is usually pretty good. You're on a server with other people. There's zombies and that need to be killed. It's pretty good usually. You have to download a lot of these. Things like certain game modes. School RP, never played. Cinema, this is usually the good one. Yeah, you can, there are lots of different ones. Basically all it is just like a little camera, shoots down, you got your screen kind of thing, And then obviously there's like seats and stuff. People sit down, and there's like, if you've been on server long enough, you earn points which you can spend on popcorn, things like that. And you basically, it's just a thing, and you can watch YouTube videos, Vimeo, and there's all these different browsers. It's pretty cool. But apart from that, those two, I don't have a clue what they are. Half of these, I don't know what these are. Grand Theft Auto Online, it's usually quite good, but don't know. And half of these, I don't even know what they are. Evo City RP, Call of Duty Garrys mod, Call of Duty Garrys mod, eh? Well, there you go. You got all these different ones you can take a look at. I never go on these. There's just not enough time. But yeah, as you can see, Dark RP is at the top. Now I believe my Dark RP server is open. So if I just quickly refresh, there it is. Just started it out, that's why it might freeze on the odds thing now. So it's downloading or retrieving all mods. Alright guys, I had to pause the video there just to say that I'm back now. But as you can see, still needs a lot of things. As you can see, there's some rules, but I still need to alter this, so you know, that's still to come. But what the, I think I'm going to remove that. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, anyways, there's different spawn locations on this map. Usually you can spawn around about here. So as you can see, this will be in front of you, and I can't access it because, you know, it's gone. I know on this prop, nope. But yeah, I've got ATMs on here and things like that. You can, I mean, Dark RP servers are quite hard to make, depending on what you want, of course. If you're going to have just a basic Dark RP server, which is usually quite boring, not really the best of ideas to have had. But if you are going to, then you should probably consider getting something better, like more add-ons kind of thing. For example, I got this ATM, which is pretty good. You can deposit money, withdraw money, just press E on it, things like that. We'll say deposit that in. Transaction complete, withdraw, and you can see my balance is all there. You can sometimes spawn here, sometimes spawn here. Got NPC car dealers, which you may or not like. But, yeah, there are a lot of different things you can add. I'll just show you. Let me get comfortable. Right, yeah, I'll just show you a couple of things that automatically do come with the Dark RP. As you can see, all of these here. Keys, battering ram. These will automatically all come up as if you are an admin. Because I'm super admin in that, I'll get that. But these are all the weapons that automatically come in the Dark RP. They are really, really shit, because like you can run, like it's a really slow run, and you can't just shoot. You have to stop, right click to aim it. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that it's really bad. Reminds me of the CSGO weapons. But yeah, you get the idea. It's blocked out for some reason. But yeah, they're kind of like really bad and things. You get all these automatically. This is just a thing. But you know, you can burn props with it and things. Ooh. No, that's quite cool. You can burn windows. Oh shit. But yeah, you got ignore those. That's just like music. You have M9K weapons. That are pretty cool. So feel free to pause the video if you want to take a look. Other couple of these, like keypad cracker is a add-on the keypads thing, because obviously you need that in dark copy. Money gun, it's kind of weird. Let's get rid of it all. As you can see, it's cash. That's just a note once it goes flying. There you go. It's just a note. I originally spawned this in because I didn't know how to set my money. I was hoping that I'd spawn this in and you know, I could just be like, brr, 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 you know, and then spawn in loads of cash. And yeah, just pick it up and everything would be really cool. It didn't quite work like that, but I've managed to find a way. Extinguisher. He brought just 2. Flamethrower. Oh, about 3 sir. It's quite cool. You can basically burn people with this. You can only burn people, not props, unfortunately. And then, like, you know, you can set fire to things and then right click, which originally in Team Fortress 2 would make them go flying up in the air, and it does make them go flying up in the air, only slightly on here. However, though, it does put out the fire, which is kind of a cool thing. Got wire mod. Don't worry, that's not all the wire mod stuff, but yeah, as you can see, all the entities and things. Ignore that. I need to remove that. I have a meth system. PlayX, Cardi, oh yeah, ignore that. What else are we at? Oh yeah, food. You might like some of this, so we've got like McDonald's and things. You can actually spawn it in. As you can see, my health is on 64. I eat that, it's on 84. Like a little Kinder Surprise egg, you know. Ever have one of these as a kid? An ice cream you can eat. You can eat them all, you can get it so that they do usually do like kind of weird noises. You can see my health is like way over now. Got birthday cake. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna add like I've got a McDonald's cook thing, which I don't think I added the job yet. No, I haven't yet. But I'm gonna add the job eventually, where it's gonna be like a little pony. That's the only model I could get of a McDonald's person. So sorry about that, but yeah, that'll be basically the pony who sells all this food. And that. But yeah, we got NPCs, nothing added new. Vehicles, I'll show you. We're not going to have any of these, but we're going to have some of these in here, as you can see. Some Vauxhall stuff, some Land Rover stuff, a lot of Ferraris, as you can see there. And then you got TDM Emergency, got those 4. I'm only adding those 2, as these 2 are kind of like 2 different police cars, and they don't really go with the nowadays kind of police thing, so it seems really pointless in having those. Spawn list, but yeah, we got PC mod 13, which those of you that may have not seen, you can spawn like a computer tower, which is quite cool. You can spawn in a monitor and spawn in stuff, but I'm going to show you actually because this is a quick and easier way. So you can hold it up. It's quite good because you can just press E on it, toggle power, and it actually works. It's so cool. You can do that with the PC. You have to link a keyboard, though. If you close, you know, it doesn't actually thing. You can still keep it on. Personal operating system. But you know, you can link things with wire, and then you see VGA display. Computer tower, VGA display, which is kind of helpful if you want to learn computers and things, because you know, it's there. I mean, I didn't learn how to use computers through this, obviously, but you get the point that I mean. Okay, but yeah, it's pretty good. You can change different things. Next, finish, and then you got start. You don't really have much though. You got all programs, notepad, but it is pretty cool because you can have a lot of different stuff. You got wires, cable tie, you don't really need that, but you got a computer tower. You can choose between a server or personal. iDevice, you know, keyboards, you can choose between 2 different keyboards. Laptop, again, personal server. Monitor, you have the fat, original. It depends really what kind of computers you want. But yeah, it's very weird. Printer, you've got this. Sorry, it's gonna fall. But it's actually got a moving animation, so some of you may like this. But basically, this is the original one in Half-Life 2. And as you can see, it's just going into this bin. But yeah, you can just have this as a printer, or you've got the choice of having this. Pretty cool. Those of you think is pretty cool. Yeah, you can link like the laptop to the printer, and you can write something on Notepad and click print, and it'll print out of here as quite literally as a document page, quite literally a bit of scrumpled paper. You can have speakers, splitter. I mean, that was originally, I've had a new speaker, I think. Never had that kind of speaker before, but alright. But yeah, you got, basically there's going to be a computer technician job where you can set up a shop, have these all out on sale. Basically, you can choose whether you want to sell them, do whatever with them, sell them, repair, well, you know, you're not really going to be repairing, but you get the idea. You can have routers and that, because obviously you want to be able to connect to the internet to, like, you know, access through your server and all that. But yeah, that'll be one of the things. Got 3D, 2D text screens. Now, a lot of servers, actually, believe it or not, only allow for 1 text screen. Now, I'm not sure why. I have a feeling it's because obviously people try to shut down servers by using certain tools. For example, I have a feeling that this is one of them, and they used to do that for a lot of the servers, which is kind of annoying, but and again, not too bad of a thing. I've done it so that you can spawn in a maximum of 8 to 3D 2D text screens, so you can do that and things like that. Multiple, hit the text screen limit. I've only got 2. Maybe I only put 4 then. Oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. But yeah, I've got a few extras. Got door, so you can add like a pretty. I mean, this is mostly because this has a combination of my sandbox add-ons and things like that. Because I thought, you know, could really do with it. It's quite kind of cool in some respects. I mean, obviously you can get different ones. They open up. Obviously, you're not going to use this on the map, but you never know. Keypad wire, remover, stacker. You do see a permanent prop thing here, which I will be removing as soon as the server is done, because obviously you don't. Well, that's in the entity blacklist. You know, you don't want to be able to just go blah and then make that permanent prop to the map, because it's just going to be very annoying to remove. Money pot, you spawn in a money pot, where if you put in / drop money, like that, and then you can see it's only £1. If you just hover, it's a great little thing. Just hover over, and it just takes it for you. And it's a great little thing if you're, say, sat there doing meth cooking, and you're getting the money, and you don't want to take it for yourself, but you don't want to leave the money about and things like that. It's great if you have one of these, because, you know, you can just put the money over. Or if you're a hobo, you might create a little box, sit in there, you know, be like, please donate to this hobo, and you can use that. And you just press E on it, it starts to spark, and the total amount of money comes out. You can just take it, and then give it to the person that you want to give it to. Not sure what else really I have. We have PlayX, for those of you wondering what it is. I'll show you a quick thing. Entities, PlayX. You can choose between any of these models. Let's just to show you guys. Whoa, that's But as you know, there's a cinema just round the corner, which I was going to have this as a permanent prop, but it doesn't seem to want to work. So what I'm going to do is find out. I'm going to make a job for a thing. What's it called? Cinema job. And yeah, basically the people, if they want to spawn in a thing, obviously they can do that. Well, I can obviously, or an admin can, obviously, depending, because it can't seem to want to add as a permanent prop, even if I use the add-on tool. Because I think it doesn't work an add-on trying to do an add-on, it only works add-on versus the game. So, yeah. But you can have different things, like you can play music if you go to like options, you've got administrative, you can just post a YouTube link. And then click open media and it will start to play there, which is pretty good. So yeah, it's basically a YouTube player in the game. But yeah, I'll quickly show you a couple of my jobs here. Fireman, thief, SWAT, prostitute. Prostitute's not finished yet. Pets, we're going to change, I think, possibly. Be thinking about it. Scientist, that seems to half work. That is what we want as the model, but kind of doesn't work at the moment, but we're still working on that. Miscellaneous, obviously we've got quite a few printers here, which people tell me to change the price of. I thought, no, I'm not going to change the price. However, I have upped the thing where it produces more money compared to last time, so yeah, you'll be probably earning your money back very quick. Weapons, I still need to replace these because these are the original Duck RP rubbish, basically, and I'm going to replace these with M9K, as you can see. But yeah, you get the idea. But yeah, we got more ammo to add and things like that. But apart from that, this is hopefully going to go well. We'll make some donated jobs and things like that, but I'm really hoping this server's going to lift off, because there's no way I'm going to host this on my own connection, as obviously I'm going to get DDoS attacked constantly, which is causing my internet then to basically break down. I can't go on the internet, you won't be able to go on my server, and you know, it's kind of a bad thing. It may not be for you guys, but it would be for me. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, is do it so that this will be joins to an actual server. Servers are hosted in the UK. They're either in Bristol or London. Well, they're both those two servers, but you obviously get the choice depending on what's closest to you. And you know, you'll be hosted on the best connection there with DDoS protection through that. So yeah, it's definitely worth doing. But I'll have to pay obviously something per month, but obviously needs people to pay for it and things like that. So yeah, it's hopefully going to go pretty well. So hopefully, yeah, you guys shall look forward to the new server very soon. Still got a lot of work, as I say, but it's getting there. It's very slowly. So thanks for watching the Garrys mod / my server, Dark RP server review. Comment in the comments boxes to tell me if there's any other games you want me to do a review on. I'll see if I've got the game. If not, see if I can get hold of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos.